Questions?
What you think of that performance from top to bottom?
Well, it was very good. Goaltending good early. We didn't play as well as we wanted to coming out of the gate. Gave up some chances, which Toronto is going to get, but we got through it and then got going. And our best players were very good. Helped out offensively. A power play chipped in. I thought our D-core was very efficient with the puck. We a little bit. I guess the last 7-8 minutes we got maybe on our heels a little bit too much, but for the most part, it was one of our more complete games.
What did you think of the hit, Charlie?
I thought it was late. Thought it was unnecessary. If the league takes a look at it, I guess I don't know if they will or not. Usually they do on those if there's a major involved. So, but again, it's one of those things. You're at the point of the game and hasn't been a lot of body checking from their team. All of a sudden, there's a late blind, unsuspecting one. It annoys you, especially when Charlie has just come back. So you wonder, are they targeting him or not? You don't know that. I'd like to think it was just a guy playing hard and got there late and didn't pull up. But our guys responded well. I thought Wagner delivered a good check to Riley. Open ice, clean with his shoulder. So. They want to play hard right to the final whistle, then we'll certainly, go right along with it.
Might not be the ideal guy you like to see drop the gloves, but I'm sure you appreciated Grizzly coming to the aid of McAvoy.
Well, listen, they're real good buddies, and it just seems like every time one of those hits happens, our smallest guy is the closest guy to the vicinity, but they always go and show up. So you got to give them credit for that. But I think the response when those hits come, and we've talked to our team about that. Listen, you just got to be hard on their skill. Not dirty, but hard. And Chris Wagner, I thought, had a great response. He hit a guy at open ice with his shoulder, had his head down. That usually, takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails if that's how they want to finish a hockey game.
Coach, what'd you think?
On the bench at the end of the game, but how is Charlie?
He came back. I don't know if he played, but he came back. So that was the league mandated protocol. He got through it. So I suppose until tomorrow comes and he wakes up, we're all going to be a little bit on pins and needles, but he was cleared to come back.
He leaves there because the spotter asks him to go?
Yeah.
Would you consider leaving him out tomorrow, given that he's just come back?
That'll be more Charlie's call. He'll wake up and determine, how he's feeling. I think we were going to do that after the Tampa game anyway to make sure that everyone's good, and hopefully wakes up feeling great, and then knows, well, hey, you know what, I'm kind of back to myself. That would be the best case scenario for us.
Coach, I take it you got everything you were looking for putting Krejci on that line?
Yeah, he was good. I mean, obviously, those are two world-class wingers. He's a world-class center. We kind of put our eggs in one basket offensively tonight and asked some guys to check harder against certain players and put a young line together that got us a 4-on-4 goal. That helped too, JFK. I mean, it's good for his confidence. Good when he gets secondary scoring like that. So. But no, that top line was terrific. Pasta seems to get revved up against Toronto. For some reason, the puck follows him, and did again tonight.
Just to follow up there, too, you mentioned JFK. What did you think of that hustle that he did before he scored to kind of force the play into action?
Well, we've asked him to use his feet to his advantage. He's a real good skater. Okay? He's not like blinding speed, but he gets around the ice pretty good, better, and he can sneak up on people. So that's it. Separate, use it to close in the D zone, separate in the neutral zone, and find some open ice in the O zone. So good for him. He bought in.
Kretsch will tell us that it's no big deal that he passed Cam on the all-time points list for the Bruins. I mean, as a coach, what do you think about that?
I'm proud of him. I feel bad for my boss, Cam, but that's the way it goes, right? That's records or whatever lists are made to be broken, or people are made to be passed. So good for Kretsch. Who's next? Terry O'Reilly?
Terry O'Reilly.
I bet you didn't think I knew that, did you?
Yeah. How many?
He's what, 13 behind maybe him?
609.
Anyway, I digress, but I'm happy for Kretsch. He's been a great Bruin for a long time, and hopefully he keeps right on trucking.
Bruce, to get the power play goal at the point of the game you did, and kind of the way you did it with some good retrievals.
That's how we did it up there against them. Like if you can recover pucks, they'll get a little bit out of sorts. They kill a little bit differently with forwards being closer to the net at times, and D playing out away from the net if you have movement. So we try to move around as much as possible to make them make decisions. And eventually, I think Bax found himself open a couple of times in the high slot. This one he had time to, you know, kind of collect it and bury it. I'm happy for him. Listen, he's been winning draws for us. He's been recovering pucks on the power play. He's done a nice job. I don't think we could. Anybody can just go in there and replace Bergie, but he's doing some of the things Bergie was doing, which is, A, we're starting with the puck more. He's occupying space in there, and he's finding the open ice. So, like I said, I was happy he got rewarded.
What's inspired you to keep Danton in the lineup all this time that he hadn't been producing before?
There's probably a number of things. It's, you know, first of all, he can always help you defensively. He's a pretty sound player. In that regard, as a coach, you always feel that if he's on the ice and you have the lead, you can trust him to do the right thing. Where we lost a bit, I thought, with Danton this year is when we're behind. In the past, he was able to generate more, so maybe it'll start clicking for him. That's probably the biggest reason. Then sometimes, Matt, you just look like who's coming in, how does it affect the rest of the lineup? So that's, you know, part of it as well. And the fact that we want to help these younger guys get through tough spots. You know, he's a good player for us last year, so we want to make sure we give him every opportunity. You know, will there come a time, will there, and could there be down the road? Yeah, we'll look at it, but right now we're trying to stick with it.
Good, thanks everyone.
Coach.